Did my sound firing bring back bad memories for you?
It's so nice today. Well, he'd beat my record. Obviously, I think it's awful. I thought mine was awful too, by the way. But 5 games into a season, that's hard to believe. Hard to believe when guys are injured through that thing. I'm assuming I didn't pay much attention, but I don't think Dwight played at all preseason or Kobe. So, but that's their mess. I just feel for Mike.
What was it like for you?
I was kind of relieved at that time. I kind of felt like it was coming eventually, and it was only talked about every day. I don't think people ever understand. When anybody loses a job, I'm sure you have friends who lose jobs, but when it's done publicly, you have kids in school, and they have to hear that stuff every day. And I don't think people really get that with public. The way our job is public. I had all 4 of my kids were in school, and they had to hear it every day. And kids aren't very nice to kids. So for me, I didn't think much about myself. I was far more concerned about the kids. Yeah, I think when it happens that early, at least in my case, I thought, it was probably thought about doing the summer, and they just never got around to doing it. And then when you start out slow, then all right, let's do it.
Did it turn out to be a good thing for you? You ended up involved?
No, it turned out to be terrible. Yeah, it was a great thing for me. I think, first of all, I've said it for years, I just haven't done it, but getting away every once in a while is a good thing for coaches. I believe that, and I keep saying that because it allows you to kind of recharge and go back on the things you've done well and things you haven't done well, and reassess. That's why teachers take sabbaticals, so ours are forced. They're called forced sabbaticals. But yeah, it was a great thing for me. I mean, I'm here, and I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. In the Bahamas.
Or Orlando.
I don't know. I'll leave that up to you, Gary. I'm not sure what that is. We are all of us. We're making a lot of money. The players are making money, and that means there's more pressure. And that's part of it. We have to accept that. We really do. If you don't perform, it's easier to move on. And, that's just the way this life is. I still love it. But I also understand that for any of us, it can happen.
Did not pick out the jumper. Had a clip that he hasn't before in his career. What's the difference you think in that? His success rate, not to
get going in. I know. Well, I think it going in. I know that sounds silly, but that's important. Because that makes you shoot the next one and the next one and the next one. It's a joke, and I'm not going to use it, but it's when you have had problems. It doesn't take but one bad thing to take you back. And so. Each time he makes it, his confidence grows. He believes it. He's looking for it now. And that's the difference between all the other years and this year. When he's coming off pick and rolls now, he's actually looking for the jump shot. And that's terrific for us.
He's still managing to control, facilitate the game, rack up just even with more shots.
Yeah, but I think people, whoever's played here, if you played the point guard position, most time when you come in the league, and especially if you haven't been, or even if you have been, you usually don't shoot well right away because you're thinking pass all the time. I mean, that's what you're drilled into. You get guys involved, and then when you're wide open, you're still thinking pass, and then you shoot, and it's too late. Kobe and Paul, I don't think they've ever came off of thinking, should I pass here? If they're open, they're shooting it, and that's why they're great shooters. There's no hesitance. Where with point guards in general, most of them struggle early because they don't think they should shoot, or it's too late to shoot. It's a second thought. And then if you're not a great shooter, it's even worse. Rondo's had to deal with that, but you got to give him credit. He's put a lot of work into it.
Michael, what do you think of Drew Holiday and where he's coming along?
It's the same way. Now Drew was a better shooter coming out, but he struggled early. The same thing. You know, you got Iguodala next to you. Why should you be shooting the ball? And that's just the way our league is. But you can see he's playing terrific. He's got his confidence. He's really gotten so much stronger. That's one of the things I noticed in preseason. Just not only physically but mentally, he's playing strong. And he's one of the better point guards that I think people don't talk about a lot in our league. But he keeps doing what he does. It always comes.
Now, we've talked before about the hybrid power forward, guys like Thaddeus Young, for example. Talk about the challenge that guy in particular presents to a defense.
Well, speed for Thaddeus, number one. And Thaddeus plays so hard. I mean, that's speed and playing hard. That combination is pretty tough to deal with. And when he's making his shot, then it's really hard. You know, the whole league, you know, you see it at the four. It doesn't even have to be a hybrid anymore. It can be a 7-footer that can shoot threes, you know. And now it's even going further. Now we're getting fives who are shooting. So shooting has absolutely changed our game at the big spots now because you can open up the offense and spread the floor.
And with the different options that you kind of have at that position, was there any thought to going over to Tab or Brandon at that four spot? You know?
Well, no, but Brandon is more of a power four. Yeah, Jeff's the guy, you know, and we're just not ready for that yet. But someday.
You talked about these guys in the preseason. They made shots in the preseason, and they're not doing any of that right now.
Yeah, you know, just missed shots and then pressing. You know, listen, you know, the offense will always fail you at the end of the day. It's no coincidence teams will score 110 all year and then they get in the playoffs and struggling to score 90. But defense can't, and I think they've stayed in every game because of their defense. And you know, it's a make or miss league. It always will be. When you're making shots, everybody's happy. When you're missing shots, you better hope you have something else to fall back on to help you win games. And I think overall they've done that.